Oh, hi. I'm a smart investor. I dare say that because I understand the cryptocurrency markets and I am up to date on every new development, fintech and blockchain ecosystem. All because I watch the Inside Blockchain show on Crypto TV Plus. Every Monday morning, Crypto TV Plus brings you news headlines of top stories, interview with an expert, and give you detailed market analysis to enable you make the right business moves. Now you too can become a smart investor if you don't miss it. The Inside Blockchain Show, only on Crypto TV Plus.
All right, hello and welcome to the program. This is Inside Blockchain live on Crypto TV Plus. I am Tony Obiaju. Now on the program today, we're going to be discussing quite a few things, see how we can touch, some of the latest developments and happenings that has been captured within the crypto space, both locally and internationally. And I've got a guest who's just going to be running us through some of the things that have been seen and affecting us in different ways. For those that have been following the development, as we can see in Nigeria as it stands, you will know that there has been this ongoing sort of engagement or conversation around CBN's position, and they are restricting banks as well as other financial institutions from dealing in cryptocurrency services with let's say crypto exchanges or exchanges that are operating within the crypto space. And this has actually impacted greatly Nigerian traders who are conversant with the method of onboarding or on-ramping their Naira, to be able to exchange it for any cryptocurrency of their choice. Basically Naira and Naira deposit and withdrawal as well. So this has actually impacted traders greatly, and there has been this sort of conversation back and forth. We've seen the Senate inviting the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria over, to explain his position or that policy that has been created or the restrictions that has gone forth from CBN right there, and we are waiting, to get more developments, from that end. We are also seeing things that are happening globally. We've seen the mayor, of Miami, come out to talk about their idea of pushing, for crypto adoption, especially how that they want to be paying their staffs in BICCoN and so on and so forth. We've seen developments with MasterCard. A whole lot has happened, in the space during this past few weeks. And today on the program, I am joined by an investment and financial market analyst at Naira Matrix. He's someone that's joined us on the program before, and he's here again, to just take us through some of these developments and just, give us his thoughts on them. I am joined by Olumide Adesina. He joins us on Skype. Olumide, good to have you on the program. Let's just go over these things that we've been seeing happening, within the crypto space, especially in Nigeria and globally as well. What information do you have that you can tell us as this development are unfolding?
Hello, Tony. Nice to be on the program once again. First of all, just like you said earlier, about 10 days ago, the Apex Bank reminded the banks through a circular about the restrictions on crypto dealings with firms and individuals, and they further clarified that sanctions will be attached to banks that or financial institutions that defaulted. And you saw that within some days there was so much panic in the crypto industry. Don't forget that Nigeria is the biggest crypto market in Africa, and one of the leading frontiers in the world in terms of crypto. So that was had a sort of distortion, and we saw that banks started closing accounts of those that had links with crypto, and it got as high as individuals that even had traded in the past had their crypto accounts closed, their bank accounts closed. And well, though the Naira transactions to the crypto community is not as high as, but such instructions and dampen the morale among investors. Don't forget that the Apex Bank is the most powerful financial regulator in Nigeria financial ecosystem as far as we're concerned, and they have a strong hold. One of their functions is pumping liquidity and sanitizing the financial system. So such circular really fighting the investors. But what really complicated matter was that few days after they clarified the reasons why, and they brought in so much reasons, money laundering and bias, the fact that it was banned in certain countries and stuff like that. Then the SEC, at its way, released a circular trying to warn investors that they are going to be part on the same line with the central bank on the basis that people that have issues will not be attended to. So they basically paused the crypto regulation, was suspended virtually. But on the positive side, the Nigerian crypto community rose up and tried to bring out the positivity in these things, and the leading ranking members of the Nigerian Senate, you could hear Olujimi and Adiola talking about the contribution crypto has done to the Nigerian economy. And in fact, they had to bring in the CBN governor and the SEC DG for a meeting within 2 weeks. So we expect that such clarification will further be made because the hearing is about to happen in less than 2 weeks from now. But albeit it may, in spite of the bearish pull at the Nigerian at Africa's biggest crypto market, Bitcoin kept rallying. In fact, at one point, Bitcoin got as high as 49,047 based on fundamentals that showed that blue chip companies leading S&P 500. These are companies that really have a lot of money in their treasury. Now disclosing that they are keeping Bitcoin, and some are already even making intentions. Tesla, for example, kept 7.7 of its cash holdings in Bitcoin. That's about $1.5 billion, and that saw Bitcoin break the 45,000 resistance level. Then other firms like Grayscale that manages about $37 billion, that's the biggest crypto hedge fund, also saw increased buying pressure from institutional investors. And don't forget that MicroStrategy, one of the frontier listed companies in as far as Bitcoin is concerned, has started meeting up his peers, and it shows a lot of interest. In fact, the recent report is saying that Apple and Facebook might be the next guys to jump in. So the value has been so high, and we saw that amidst the bearish reports coming from Africa's biggest market, it didn't deter Bitcoin from going high. Also, Nigerians too increased their buying pressure in Bitcoin based on the fact that, admit the fact that banks were their bank accounts were restricted because on principle Bitcoin works on a decentralized manner, meaning that it really doesn't have an authority and it can survive without the fiat currency. In fact, recent research shows that the naira transaction to crypto assets is less than 30% of transactions done by Nigerians, and you could see that in the past 1 week, transaction on peer-to-peer range has increased by 11.6%. That if you are looking at data from local bitcoins and Paxful, these are leading peer-to-peer exchanges. So on the run, there's no shutting down. Then if you also look at data about the Bitcoin interest, it's still 100% in Nigeria. Nigeria still has the perfect score in the last 12 months. So I think the bias is that in spite of the CBN crypto ban, Nigerians are undeterred.
Interesting. Now, while you were explaining or giving us that rundown there, you talked about, and which I'm actually or particularly aware of, you talked about SEC, right, pausing, right, their regulation procedures, especially for let's say for crypto exchanges or players within the crypto space who are running an exchange. Can you just help us explain what that pause was about? Because in that press release that was published, they said that until they are able to operate a bank account, all right, within, let's say, within Nigeria. Can you explain what that means?
It was just simply what happened was that prior to what they happening, the SEC had already made intentions of regulating the crypto community, knowing how much hold it has on the Nigerian financial ecosystem. And basically, what the SEC does is try to make sure that investments, as far as Nigerian financial instruments are concerned, or investments that go through Nigerians, they must go through the right channel and go through safe. So there was already a roadmap towards that, and in fact, it was one of the good news we had in 2020. But how be it may, there must be cohesion within regulators. So when the CBN released that circular about warning banks from restricting having deals with crypto, then it means that such rules that the Security Exchange Commission was planning to would not hold to bear, because don't forget that you can't do basically transactions without a Nigerian bank, at least in the Nigerian ecosystem as far as concerned. So what the Security Exchange Commission was trying to clarify was that until the status quo changes, the present status quo, where there's a limit at which banks cannot do dealings with crypto exchanges, the regulation will not go ahead. So it was just basically an update that, based on the recent instructions by the
quickly put a video.
Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace. Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace.
All right, welcome back. Apologies, we lost Olumide right there. Olumide, let's just proceed, right, with what we're talking about. We were actually discussing what it meant, you know, when SEC made the press release, right, that crypto, though we pause, all right, their regulation procedures, especially for crypto exchanges or players within the crypto space, until they're able to have a bank account, all right, operating in Nigeria. So you're going to help us understand, you know, what that meant, especially for stakeholders in the crypto space.
Like I said, what really happened was just follow up on what the Apex Bank did. They didn't want to have a kind of road bumps because the Apex Bank at it that's the Nigerian Central Bank as it's formed has statutory powers mandating that it oversees every financial stakeholder, including that banks, fintech companies, and where have you. And such circular would definitely create certainly bumps. So what they did that they wanted stakeholders to be aware that until such matter is solved, meaning that until status quo, the present status quo is changed, that they won't go ahead with regulation. So it means that we have a lot ahead until the Apex Bank reverses or updates their ban. The SEC won't go ahead. That's basically what will happen. So stakeholders just have to find a way of ensuring that these things are resolved amicably.
Okay, fantastic. Now, we are seeing a press release. There's, like I said, or I mentioned earlier, there has just been sort of a conversation going on, you know, in different places across the continent, or especially, let's say, across the country. We are seeing different press releases by the day. And here is a press release or that was published by Blockchain Industry Coordinating Committee of Nigeria, which is BICCoN for short, a committee that is made up of the coming together of Blockchain Nigeria User Group, which is headed by Chimezie Chuta, then Cryptographic Development Initiative in Nigeria, as well as stakeholders in Blockchain Technology Association of Nigeria. Now, they have actually come out to put out, all right, a press release sort of addressing, all right, the ongoing development, as we can see, especially with CBN and SEC's position on digital assets in Nigeria. Olumide, let me just get your reaction to this. Do you feel that pretty much or pretty soon we're going to be seeing sort of a light at the end of the tunnel?
Uh, Good question. I think, to be fair to you, the narrative is that I don't see any change, at least 2 quarters from now, based on the fact that you see, one of the conditions you need to understand, while the Apex Bank placed this restriction, is not just on crypto asset. Actually, prior to this, there's been so much restrictions, starting from the exporters, importers, the way they can transact, remittance of funds, fintech companies, and so what they really wanted to work on is sanitizing the ecosystem first, and that's really what happened. So the crypto industry was just the last hit, and being the fact that it's controlled by a lot of Nigerian millennials, it was the impact on Nigerian youth was so severe. But albeit it may, we can see that at some of the strong political members and in the senatorial uh, parties, sorry, in senatorial groups, like we're talking about the other certain centers I mentioned earlier, they've already shown a positive bias towards the crypto community, but that's not enough because the major fiscal players, the Apex, the Attorney General, the SEC presently now, they seem to be against the regulation of the crypto industry. And the basis is that a lot of people squander funds, launder money at alarming rates, and it's a prevailing macro across the world that the central banks don't really like crypto. Don't forget that with Bitcoin alone, over $3.5 trillion has been moved from one point to a point without the supervision of banks, and that has never happened in modern era. So you see the buyers that because it's dark towards them, they have no access, they have no control. So they are trying to reduce the influence. It's just that in Nigeria, the fact that we have lower fintech companies compared to advanced country, Bitcoin happens to be our leading uh, other third-party payment source, and that reflects into our transactions in P2P. So the Apex Bank is trying to reduce that, which is not beyond their powers. But the thing now is it going to be successful? Because Bitcoin, like we said, is a disruptor, and you could see that leading financial institutions are already adapting to the technology. In fact, there's hardly any top tier one global bank, Santander from JP Morgan to Morgan Stanley, that doesn't have one thing with Bitcoin. But on the political, on the Nigerian local scene, you need to understand that finance and politics really work in hand. So you could see that as much as some senators were in support of this growing senators from a region, uh, didn't buy the idea that Bitcoin should be allowed. In fact, even though it's contributing a lot, so there's going to be a problem with that. So I think what should be done now is that we shouldn't be looking for short-term solutions. We need to educate the regulators, stakeholders, the public on what crypto really is. A lot of people think Bitcoin is just crypto, and they miss it a lot. I was opportune to be with some developers, and I saw a lot what they're doing with blockchain as regards to agriculture. And you see, this thing is that blockchain brings transparency, it brings efficiency, and it reduces all this bureaucracy. You want to send money to, you want to pay for school fees, for example, in England, it will take you at least 3 working days. That's if you are very lucky, and that's if you have the right channels. But with Bitcoin, even at peak periods, within 30 minutes, that transaction is done. So I think the era has moved to, we are moving to an era where time is key, because you don't forget that day by day, technology always try to improve time span of transactions, and that's what is really happening. So I don't think in the long term it's going to be the same. I think that at one point they would have to allow it to happen, just like how when Google started with the algorithm search engine that displays media firms. The outcry was so bad that library firms and library companies, Encyclopedia Britannia, and other guys kicked against it. And in fact, we thought that these guys would win because for over a century, these guys were big players. But you can see, when last have you gone to the library, Tony? you understand? So that same narrative is going to play because the truth is that banks' current business model is not sustainable. Banks are no longer going to be what they are. It's either they're going to either they're going to move with disruption or they will be
It'll be
phased
left
out.
behind.
So the narrative is just that we just have to follow up on this and keep educating the public like what we are doing now. That oh, these are the things and these are what gains you get from crypto. That's all.
Okay, great. Olumide, okay, great. We've seen something like this happen before, and I'm talking about in India. All right, when the initial conversation was actually a ban, but this ban was overturned, right, by the Supreme Court in India. And today we are seeing sort of a conversation around having a central bank digital currency. In order to understand, Bitcoin and the revolution that we are seeing right now with digital assets, do you think that we are going to come to that point in Nigeria where we'll begin to look into that direction of having a central bank digital currency?
I think we will, but I think you need to understand the context of Africa much different with tiger economies like India and China, like you said. Don't forget that the African Union, starting from ECOWAS, they're planning their own currency, and that's the eco currency. So there are a lot of pilot programs before digital currency will even be taken into consideration. We want to integrate. We have the treaty that we currently in play, though it's supposed to be a pro crypto enable because it supports transactions without border. Now you can move funds from Ghana to Nigeria. You can get jobs as a Nigerian in Ghana and things like that. So blockchain will definitely leverage on that. But I think basically the focus on central banks in Africa is not crypto here, it's proper integration here. I think when that is solved, though you can use crypto to solve that, but I think when that is solved, they will consider that. I don't see the political. I don't think there's a political will to convert to change the narrative. Like I said, because we need to understand that the growing interest among the financial circles in Nigeria are not in support of this. I clearly explained it to you. Like if you see the follow up, and don't forget that the central bank doesn't work in vacuum. It doesn't work in vacuum. So you must have had strong backers and the play to make such decisions. So I don't see this thing changing. Like I don't see it playing out like the Indians. What we can see, the best we can see right now is an update. The relaxation of maybe relaxation of individuals. Maybe crypto exchanges will still be restricted or heavily regulated, and their compliance level will be so strengthened. But I don't think the narrative will change so soon, at least in the next 2 quarters.
Okay, just because of time right there, Olumide, let's now go into the crypto market to look at Bitcoin as well as the altcoins and their performances as we can see. What can you tell us about Bitcoin, the price, and where are we headed? Are we bullish about it's going up, or we're going to be experiencing a dip very soon?
Yeah, any crypto financial advisor will tell you that betting against Bitcoin now is an investor portfolio because look at this, an asset that in the last 10 years alone has been given more than 30 million percent gain. No asset since I've been in the financial industry, I've not seen any asset giving you such a gain as that. And in just in 1 month, yeah, just in 1 month, he has yeah, the gains are so massive. In fact, in the last 1 week, in spite of the present dip that's happening, Bitcoin has returned 22%. I don't think you get that from any NSE 30 stock in the Nigerian stock market. So the thing is that what's really driving this is that a lot of institutional investors are coming in play. Don't forget that even recently, Morgan Stanley's investment unit is considering investing about some of their assets into this, and these are firms that have $1 trillion in assets. Tesla brought the headlines, like I said earlier, that they had 7.7% of their treasury assets in Bitcoin, and that really brought the price above $40,000. And I think in the past 10 days, we've not seen it breaking below that level. Albeit you may, but one thing you need to understand that is that the crypto market is still new, it's relatively new. That a lot of people have forgotten that in spite of the fact that it's worth about $1.4 trillion, the market is barely less than 15 years old. So there are a lot of price volatility, price swings that you see coming back and forth. At one point, Bitcoin was at its all-time high that yesterday, about $49,000, 474, and now it has dropped to about $47,260. So it's just telling you that yes, it's a bullish ride in the long term, but for retail investors, we usually advise that you would invest in crypto market is not something that is right for you. Don't have a quick reach mentality. Is something that you put what you can afford, and it's not advisable for low earners into, because the price volatility alone that happened today alone had cost $2 billion for for futures traders. The liquidation was that crazy, so that's money. So it just tells you the line. But still, I'll be to me, the crypto market is still the best performing by far in any asset class. That's what's really attracting these institutional investors. If you look at Ethereum already, Ethereum had broken the 1,008 price level, but presently now it's about 1,750 and has shown tremendous gain. In fact, it has outperformed Bitcoin by long distance. A lot of people forget that Ethereum, a lot of cryptos are built on the Ethereum network, and this is really why Ethereum is kind of very attractive. In fact, some of us call Ethereum as the utility crypto asset, and you can see other assets tied to it. Cardano at one point almost got to $1. It was trading as high as 95 cents before it experienced pullback based on this dip we are talking about. So these assets are showing that they are here to stay. And like we said earlier, one of the things crypto investors or traders should always look at is that based on the fact that we have thousands of coins, one of the key ways of keying into this thing is look at the top 20, at least the top 20 for now, based on their liquidity, their white paper, they've been tested, and you can see that these coins are even rallying. And not forgetting XRP that has issues with the Security Exchange Commission. At one point, doubled in price, and that's just to tell you that amidst the troubles it's having, investors are still keen that the Security Exchange Commission, the courts will not tag it as a security, because once it's tagged as a security, it means that any crypto exchange that's having it and has a US jurisdiction must have a security license, and that's very heavy. So that's why you saw Coinbase and other leading the listing from, but still listed in Japan and so many economies. The Japanese, on the other hand, tagged people as non-security. So you could see the Asians still having a stronghold. But albeit to me, the crypto market is still exciting. A lot of swing traders, those are traders that look at dips and highs, are making a lot of gains, and that's not to tell you the advantage of trading cryptocurrencies. But much more than that, the market has improved over time.
Okay, thank you so much, Olumide Adesina, for speaking with us. I believe right now Naira Matrix will be needing your attention. So at this point, I'll just have to let you go. Do have a great week, Olumide.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, great. And we now go to Kenya to speak with Frank Daya, who happens to be our East Africa correspondent on ground, covering most of the developments, or we can call it stories, as we can see them coming out in Kenya right now. Frank, good to have you join me on the program. Let's just go through what has happened during this past few days in Kenya. What can you tell us?
Report on a new project that I started, which is a market analysis podcast video. Currently being edited. I'll be able to share it with you. And I was just following the price predictions with your previous speaker. And one of the very very fine thing that came out of the interview that I was having during this first episode was that we should expect a retracement over the next couple of months for Bitcoin to go as low as $25,000. And this was a really interesting sort of view of the situation, because as we see a lot of these big companies, institutions getting into the space, we really just expect the price to keep on going up, pumping and all that, which is true. However, my guest was able to mention that at the end of the day, these companies will want to take profit, right? So when they start taking profit, they're investing billions, and that means they'll also be taking off pretty much the similar amounts when they're taking a profit of the market, and that will have this profound effect where the price retraces when you have this OTC trading taking place by these institutions when they're eventually taking profit. And yeah, Tony, I'll be able to share that episode with you once it's out, possibly before the end of the day, for you to also just have a feeling of, another person's view of what the markets will be on. So this is going to be a weekly series that I'll be doing to just basically analyze the markets, the different cryptocurrencies, what has, really driven the price movements, what's, sort of how can you trade the news and that sort of thing. And yeah, I think it'll be interesting to be able to guide people on, particularly retail, to get them on how to view the market as it is, and considering how fast things are moving at the moment.
Great. I believe with time, we're actually going to see what you've just talked about. Most traders, especially stakeholders, investors in this case, who must have invested quite a lot of money into, let's say, one of the digital assets, Bitcoin. Definitely at some points, just as the other traders are taking out profits, they would also want to take profits as well. And at that point, we might be seeing a very big or huge dip, all right, in the markets, and traders should be very careful. And you know what they always tell us, taking profits, you never lose any money by taking profits. So I believe that should be ringing in the minds of everybody at this point, in as much as they are excited about the number of institutions that are now coming into the space and bringing in their funds as well. Thank you for mentioning that, Frank. Let's now look at what's going on ground in Kenya.
So particularly, there have been some stakeholder discussions in as far as, for example, the Blockchain Association of Kenya holding talks with the Ministry of Finance in Kenya to just basically accelerate the conversation on how the government can take advantage of these digital assets, things like tokenization to create just more value, how to possibly have that conversation also with the Central Bank of Kenya to particularly talk about central bank backed digital currencies. So ideally at the moment, we're just seeing a lot of stakeholder conversations to find ways of partnering with the government so that we can be able to move that blockchain conversation in a much more sort of partnership format.
Okay, thank you. So let's now talk about BICCoN practically and what BICCoN is up to this week.
Yeah, sure. So in the course of this week, we'll be starting a series of Crypto 101 educational seminars. This will be free webinars where we talk about Bitcoin 101, ETH 101, Bitcoin Cash 101, to basically give that sort of basic information for the newbies who are just getting into the space. We just cover the basic questions of, what is Bitcoin, how did it start, how does it work, how is the network managed, and that sort of thing. And this is going to be like a daily series over the next couple of days where we just take through all our users, especially the newbies who will be coming in or joining the industry, to just have that basic understanding of what these currencies are and their history throughout the past 10 years or so, and why they exist, and what sort of market movements have determined the price. The growth cycles, for example, of Bitcoin over the past 10 years, and why it is where it is right now. So we expect to be launching that in the next couple of days. And of course, all our seminars, all our events are usually free for all to attend, always conducted online, and we do a lot of publicity, particularly on Twitter. Our Twitter handle, BICCoN, you can be able to see updates on what exactly we're trying to bring out. Our Facebook, BICCoN Africa, and of course, Telegram, BICCoN AChat. So of course, just to remind our users and our viewers that, yeah, BICCoN is a new exchange just getting into the space in the continent. No KYC, lowest fees, and of course with the best referral program that you can be able to take advantage of.
Okay, fantastic. I think it's very, very important, all right, especially for users and newbies who are coming into the space to sort of have a guideline or a source or a material in this case where they can always fall back to help them through the process, because Telegram trading can be sort of a little bit confusing, especially for those who maybe have not even had the trading experience before. And just like the AME series we had last week, I would just like to use this opportunity to even mention that if you want to learn everything about BICCoN, basically, I had Frank there in a 45 to over 50 minutes conversation or discussion around BICCoN and everything, all right, about this trading platform or exchange, whatever name you would like to call it. And it's available for you on our YouTube channel. You can always go there and cop the video and just learn for yourself. And don't forget that the idea of education can never, all right, be overestimated in this case. You just need to learn and keep learning so that you don't get your fingers burnt, because I think that is key, isn't that, Frank?
That is very true, because now, unfortunately, when people trade using emotion, you just want to get into the market because of FOMO, the fear of missing out, you end up really, of course, getting burnt. And we feel like it's really important to, particularly retail traders who are just mostly operating on emotion, to understand some of the dynamics or the fundamentals that make the market perform the way it does. And of course, I usually say for those who want to get into the crypto space, it's better if you look at it as a long-term investment. The price of Bitcoin 10 years ago was about just $1, right? Right now it's 47,000. If you are holding it over the past 10 years, clearly you've made a tidy sum. Now, unfortunately, what happens with retail traders is they trade out of, unfortunately, I'd say greed, right? And well, it's human to always want to make a quick buck when you see the market is moving in a certain direction. But of course, we want to really bring out these very important skill sets to local populations that we're working with, to make them really understand that, at the end of the day, you're better off even looking at it long term. But if you're going to look at it short term, there's certain key areas of skill that you need to have acquired in order for you to be sure to, be able to sort of just ride the wave and make your killing based on real information that you're able to acquire as you go along.
Okay, thank you so much, Frank. I'll be looking forward to that material or the audio material that you mentioned, so that I too can also be in the know of what's going on, so that we are very, very careful and as to knowing when to, just quickly have our own funds pulled out of the market, so that so that we don't experience a serious dip in the market. Thank you so much for joining us from Kenya, Frank. Do have a wonderful week.
You too. Thank you very much, Tony.
Okay, great. And we've come to the end of the program. Don't forget that if you want to stay up to date with the latest trends, news and happenings captured within the crypto space, visit our website, www.cryptotvplus.com. We are on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn at CryptoTVPlus. Follow us to stay up to date, or also know when we go live on any of our programs. I am Tony Obiajiri. Until I come your way next time, it's a bye for now.
Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace.
Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the boy of the bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace.
Oh, hi. I'm a smart investor. I dare say that because I understand the cryptocurrency markets and I am up to date on every new development, fintech and blockchain ecosystem. All because I watch the Inside Blockchain show on Crypto TV Plus. Every Monday morning, Crypto TV Plus brings you news headlines of top stories, interview with an expert, and give you detailed market analysis to enable you make the right business moves. Now you too can become a smart investor if you don't miss it. The Inside Blockchain Show, only on Crypto TV Plus.